Hi, I'm Emily Ragsdale, and today I will be persuading you as to why you should always wear your seatbelt while you are driving. Car accidents are something that happen all the time. They're an extremely tragic event that can happen in the blink of an eye. There are a million ways that these accidents can happen, and there's an equal amount of ways that they can be prevented. When in an accident, wearing a seatbelt can be your saving grace between life and death. I am credible to talk about this because I personally have been in a car accident, and had I not been wearing my seatbelt, I could have been extremely injured and or possibly even killed. I have also lost friends and family to car accidents, and they were not wearing their seatbelts while in those accidents. To relate to the audience, I am positive that you can go around any room and everybody in that room will be able to tell you of someone that they know or that a friend knows that they lost in a car accident, and wearing a seatbelt could have actually saved their lives or would have saved their lives. Therefore, in order to persuade you to always wear your seatbelt while you are driving, I will be discussing the problem at hand, the causes of this problem, and the solutions to it. First, I'll be discussing the problem of people not wearing their seatbelts in car accidents. In October 17th, 2019, there were 6 million car accidents across the U.S. in the year, which leaves an average of 16,438 accidents per day. However, we'll be zeroing in on seatbelt use and their involvement in these car accidents. So, wearing a seatbelt in the event of a car accident will cut your risk of injury by 50%, and it will cut your risk of death by 45%. A statistic claims that 1 out of every 7 people do not wear their seatbelt while they are driving a car. The national usage rate of wearing a seatbelt was 89.6%. This was an 11% increase from that of 2014, and an estimated 14,955 lives could have been saved by wearing a seatbelt in just a year. So here's the amount of crashes every year. As you can see, it has gone up significantly over the years. Now this is 2016. And then this is a graph showing the cumulative lives saved by wearing a seatbelt in the event of a car accident, and it has obviously gone extremely high. Now, to those not wearing a seatbelt, they are 30 times more likely to be ejected from a vehicle in the event of a car collision. 2,549 lives could have been saved in 2017 if they had been wearing a seatbelt. And also in 2017, 40% of non-driving vehicle passengers that were injured in a car accident had not been wearing their seatbelt in the collision. Now that I have discussed the problem of not wearing a seatbelt, I'll discuss the causes to this. People give a multitude of reasons to not wear their seatbelt, some of which are: many believe that wearing a seatbelt is uncomfortable and that it's too tight, and they also believe that an airbag in the car will save them. An airbag can only do so much. You actually can be injured by your airbag if you're not wearing a seatbelt. Pregnant women believe that wearing the tight seatbelt will actually hurt their fetus, so they choose not to wear a seatbelt. And people also believe that they are just all around amazing drivers and will not be affected if they don't wear a seatbelt while driving. And something else that people do is they believe they're not going far and or fast enough in their car to have to wear their seatbelt. So now that I've discussed the causes, I will discuss the solutions to motivate people to wear their seatbelts. Now, there's not many ways that you can persuade someone to actually wear their seatbelt on a day-to-day basis. One way is emotionally. As I mentioned before, people lose very close loved ones and family members to car accidents, and it motivates them to never want to not wear a seatbelt again, or to always be extremely cautious while driving. However, something else that's very popular, especially among high schools with new drivers, teenagers, are seminars. And these are typically put on by those in law enforcement and also those who have had firsthand experience with being in a car accident and or not wearing a seatbelt. And law enforcement will mention that not wearing a seatbelt will cost you a $50 fine with no moving points. However, if you have someone under the age of 16 in your car not wearing a seatbelt, you will receive a $100 fine and 3 moving points. In closing, I hope that I have persuaded you to always wear your seatbelt while you are operating a car. I have specifically discussed the problems, the actual problem of not wearing a seatbelt while driving, the causes that people give to not wear their seatbelt while they are driving, and possible solutions to persuade people to always wear their seatbelt while they are driving. Ladies and gentlemen, before I cut this speech off, I would like to invite you to a Click It or Ticket seminar. It's a very catchy phrase. This will be held Saturday, May 2nd, so next Saturday. It'll be in downtown Frankfort, just off the square, at the 51 West building. And it'll be at 7 p.m. So this is a really good place. It's free parking, and it'll be over the weekend, so you won't have to worry about the 3-hour ticket, whatever. And it's plenty of parking, because it's all just roads. But snacks and beverages will be provided to anybody who decides to come. This will be put on by the local police enforcement, and it is family friendly. Kids can go, adults, grandparents, teenagers, everybody can attend. And again, that'll be next Saturday, May 2nd, in downtown Frankfort at the 51 West building at 7 o'clock at night. And that is the Click It or Ticket seminar. It'll be a lot of fun. It shouldn't be very long. You won't get home at midnight. It should only be 2 hours maximum. So if you can come, that'd be great. Thank you.